Howard Stern and Kamala Harris again? Bruce Springsteen interview? Artie Lange updates for 2024? The Menendez brothers getting out of jail? It's all here today on this live stream, and thank you for joining here on the live stream. And thank you, Lance, for saying good afternoon to everybody. If you are here, come on in and say hello. Ask a question. That's what we do. We do live, we do super chats, of course. We do super thanks and memberships and all that fun stuff. But if you're just joining for the first time, come on in. Water's cool. It's a little hot, so or it was hot outside, so I put on a little baseball cap. I put on my little STL Cardinal baseball cap. You know, Cardinals made a move for a new player development guy. We'll talk baseball. Dodgers, Yankees. Anybody care? You know, I love this. I love when the baseball people start acting like, oh, Dodgers, Yankees, MVP versus MVP, West versus East. Yeah, the teams that spend the most money are in the World Series. That's real exciting. Everybody wants to see that. No one wants to see that. We need an underdog. There's no one not to root for, or not to root for. Double negative. Again, we're here live as we're watching to see what happens with the Menendez brothers. And hello there. Hi, Zach. Watched the Pete Rose documentary on HBO Max last night and saw you in it. I am in Pete Rose. Thank you, Zach, and welcome to you. Join in if you're just joining here. But yeah, I think it's I know it's 32 minutes and 45 seconds into the first episode. Out of nowhere, you see my interview. My first video I ever posted to YouTube, me and Johnny Bench from 1996. I'll talk about it right here. And by the way, they didn't ask me if they could use that video. And I've contacted some legal people about that. You guys tell me, can people use your YouTube video and documentaries without asking you? They did put a credit in there, so I saw the credit. It took me a couple times to see the credit because they didn't say my name. They put Here's the Pitch, which is the name of the channel, I guess. I don't even know what that is anymore. Anyway, yeah, Johnny Bench, my back in 1996, I'm doing a little public access sports show. And I would go to the card shows here in St. Louis where the athletes would sign. And those people that ran those were very nice to let little pipsqueak 17-year-old Brad come over and interview these. I did Gordie Howe, Dick Butkus, Stan Musial, Mickey Mantle, and so this one was Johnny Bench was there. So I'm interviewing Johnny Bench, and we're having a wonderful time and talking about the Big Red Machine. And then I go, hey, I jumped Pete Rose. Yeah, this has been long enough. Should he be in the Hall of Fame? And Johnny, why are you asking me? It has nothing to do with me. So you can see that video if you just Google Johnny Bench Angry Pete Rose, and it's the first video I ever posted to YouTube. It's from 1996. I think when was I? 96. Probably 18, 17 when I did that interview. And yes, it is in the HBO Max Pete Rose documentary. You want some barbecue right now, Jake. Why is that? I like barbecue. I'll have some barbecue. I think I'm having barbecue tonight. You know, I just found out. You know what I just found out a couple days ago? My family Thanksgiving celebration has been canceled. Now, it's usually like 40 people at this thing, and the people who host it just said, hey, we're not having it this year. Fuck you. Go find another place to eat turkey. So we will. But I thought it was strange. Anyway, so we're thinking about getting barbecue. That's where I was going with that. I was going to get some barbecue, some smoked turkey from a local establishment here in St. Louis. Where would you go to get your... Anyway, hi there. But yeah, tell me, Jake, why are we thinking barbecue? Zach, never realized Bench and Rose had so much disdain for each other. Well, I clearly didn't at that time in 1996. And it's very strange, too, because I think in the end, I think Johnny was just hoping he would just admit that he, get bet on baseball and bet on the team. What a good documentary. Pete, such a weird fella, just a strange guy. I always think about baseball players too. Should I say this? Not the brightest. They didn't have to do much in baseball. Besides baseball, they get to high school and people are fawning on them, and then all I really think about is playing baseball. So when you hear a baseball player doing something stupid, like gambling, maybe. Although I don't believe Shohei gambled, I really don't. But you always have to go back to baseball players not being the brightest bulbs. But hello and welcome. Yes, hello. Brisket is the bomb, Jake says. What is the barbecue thing? Why are we interested in barbecue right now? 87755. Anyway, welcome in. We see more people joining here live, and this is sort of what we do. Everybody comes in. We just discuss things. I talk Stern. We talk baseball. We talk food. Menendez brothers. We're going to talk about that. No, we're not. I just put that in the title. Yeah, I did a little clickbait in the title. Believe it or not, I do that. And I'm not ashamed. You know why? Everyone does that. I put the Artie Lange update thing in there all the time. People, but it gets in the algorithm. I don't have an update. I want you to give me an update. So that's what, it's just, I should put question mark. Updates? Right? But welcome into the channel. I did have some topics for today that I had created. But this is a live stream that I was doing a lot in April, May, and June. We had a lot of followers here. Then I started getting really busy with the job. And Lance, who's a super fan here, he's saying hello to all. Hello to you, Lance. Say hello to Lance if you're here. Join me in the chat if you have anything you'd like to talk about. But we got a little following of people that would just come here and listen to me babble on. Although I have things to say and I have things to show. I have my Todd Worrell and George Orta. I don't know if you can tell, but they called him safe and he's clearly out. Oh, this pisses me off still. 1985. God darn it. Yes, you remember when AJ Puck climbed the crane before the draft? What? AJ Puck? Why are we talking about AJ Puck? I enjoy AJ Puck as a closer on fantasy baseball teams that I have, but I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember that. But anyway, Jake, you're all over the place. Is it Jake? It is Jake. That's why I have to wear these glasses. Welcome in. And again, thank you for joining. Check out the description for other great items on this channel, playlists and different videos. I'll be putting out my Stuttering John interview. A lot of people asked about my Stuttering John interview. I interviewed him back in 2018, 2019, and then hung out with him after he did a little stand-up here in St. Louis. And people were like, I want to see that interview. It's just audio. I don't know why I said it like that. It's audio, but we'll put that out there over the weekend and see if people are interested in that. We'll talk baseball here. We'll talk food. Got my 1993 Cardinals score. You know, I do a little show and tell here. But look at that. We got Joe Buck, Al Hrabosky, and Jack Buck on the call in 1993. This is the first year those guys worked together, I think, on TV together. You know, I think that was the first year because we had George Grand. Hi, hello, and welcome. Isn't that what he said? Was that George Grand? I don't know. He's a grand man, that's for sure, George Grand. Jersey Mike. Add just cut in. Odd, but good for you, I would think. Jersey Mike. Okay. I like, we got a Jersey Mike's coming in, you know. You can hear, what's it, how's it, Danny DeVito? You can see, can you hear the what are they? I can't do my Danny DeVito. I love the subs from Jersey Mike. Yeah, Danny DeVito does the commercials there for the Jersey Mike's, I believe. Yes. Well, you can, hopefully, if you're watching this on tape, I do this live and then I repurpose it later. Maybe I'll make that a product that you can take a look at. The product page is not as great. I used to be able to get a lot of good products with good commissions here on the YouTube channel, but that is that. You know what I was going to talk to you guys about? Maybe this will stir some conversation. Probably won't. But here on YouTube, my favorite channel. Oh, Dodgers versus Yankees. You want to talk that? All right. Let me get into this before that. I'll watch anything, and I was watching. I watch concerts. I like watching concerts. Oh, hi King. Oh man, this is good. This King is one of my. I'll stop what I'm talking about if King is here. Sparky is wonderful. He's upstairs. He's waiting for me to come up and feed him. Anemia is gone. He's off. He's only on one drug now. Hello, if you haven't heard, sorry, I back up. King is a super fan, so he's seen the days of Sparky. Sparky was he was my co-host and my best friend, and also my dog. He's my man. He's a Mog. He's his own best friend. But Sparky had a major health battle in April. April was a mess. You know what I want to say? This will be a good point for me to talk about this. So we did nurse him back to health, and he's like back to normal. But fortunately, the place where I work offers pet insurance, and we used to get it and be like, "Well, not a joke. This is pet insurance," and you would never like get any money back from it. Well, this year, I think I mentioned this today at lunch with friends of mine. I think we spent like $15,000 on this dog. $15,000. Now, most of my friends are like, "Yeah, we'll let the dog go." No, I thought about that myself. I got to be honest. But with the pet insurance, every visit, basically after after we spent like $1,000, They pay like 75% of the visits. So what could have been $15,000 probably has only been like $4,000. So very excited about that. So that's how Sparky's doing. Thank you. Got a lot of folks coming on in. Hello there. Yeah, I love that dog. That I got to be honest. Like I was ready. I think, okay, maybe it's time. But the wife was not, and it's her dog. I got to be honest. She got the dog first. But Sparky's doing great. So thank you for asking, King, and thank you for coming back to the live stream. Who knows? We might do more of these. Lance is here. He is the superest of super fans. He sent me this long comment, and he's like, Brad, we need you. We need this. You're building a following. People enjoy it. Do more of this. You don't have to talk Stern the whole time. But I do have to put it in the title just to get, just have to get him in. I sent mine to Tufts University. Big money. I don't know what that is. No, we do not, Mr. Blocker. We do not swing. Sorry. But this community here in St. Louis, it's Wing Haven. But people call it Swing Haven. So, yeah, that's, you can come by here. But we don't do that. No pineapples. No pineapples here. Hi, Frazier. This isn't Kamala Harris magazine, pal. I don't know what that means. I do know, I did have McDonald's a week and a half ago, and I was in Missouri when I had it, and I had a quarter pounder. So I was a little frightened. A quarter pounder is my go-to. I don't go to McDonald's much, but it was a road trip. And you gotta have McDonald's if you're on a road trip, right? Did have the shits. I gotta be honest. I had the McDonald's. I had the McShits. What's going on here? Recommends that okay, so we've got the Menendez brothers being resentenced. I guess that's good for them, I think. But that's breaking news right here on the channel, so thank you very much. You never go to the Howard Stern Reddit. Frazier, I go there all the time, and I was actually looking at some topics for today, and I'll mention one of them. But I don't tell me what that means. I don't know what that means, what you were saying there. But I saw some good topics today on the Reddit, and let me go into the phone. I like this one. Actually, it's more about the comment. I think commenters can be funny. And this one I thought was very funny. It's Howard and Boff and Boff. It's Howard, Boff and Boff. The boss and the Boff. Bowie was so excited to meet Bruce. But we were talking about this early on about the Howard Stern Bruce Springsteen interview. I don't understand what happened. He used to be a really good interviewer. Now, let me stop that. I didn't hear the whole interview. I don't have Sirius. I canceled my subscription. I really did. I never really had one. I used to get the free ones. And I've decided I just don't even want the free ones anymore. So I watched the YouTube clips and I'm like, God, how is this interesting to people? What happened to the guy? The guy that interviewed Paul McCartney, like those were great interviews. Or the stuff even basically when he, like I told earlier, the folks that were here earlier, that shut down Robin, when he shut down Robin and said, I'll do the interviews. Artie, you go back and sleep. I'm going to do the interviews. Those were great interviews back in 2008, 9, like 2010, 2011, even 2015, 16, but something happened. I don't know. It's just not good. He's a shell of himself. That is true, Frazier. Another one of these topics I liked was, why was Double A ever let on the Howard Stern show? Hey, Howard, how's it going? What's going on? How's Beth? She's beautiful, that Beth. I love Beth. And that's what the commenters were saying. It's like, well, he was let on because he would kiss Beth's ass. But yeah, I was curious why Double A was on. And then there was another topic I really like. What show did Gary freak out on Howard? I like when Gary finally loses his shit. And there's one of the commenters mentioned it. It's early on, like 95, when Gary called Howard a poser for the music he liked, and they got in that big argument. But yeah, we don't have to talk, Howard. But thank you for coming here, if that's what you're here for, and I appreciate you being here. Dodgers Yankees. I was telling the people here as they got in here, I'm pissed about Dodgers Yankees. I'm being sold. Oh my goodness, the MVP versus MVP, and blah blah blah. I need an underdog. I need a team that I want to root for. I really don't like the Dodgers at all, so I'll probably be a little more for the Yankees. I don't like the Dodgers because of they just think they can invent baseball. They have to invent. We're going to bullpen. We're just going to bullpen. Yeah. You guys have $400 million and you don't have a start. Jack Flaherty's your game one starter. What the F? Jack Flaherty's terrible. I hope he gets. Sorry, I'm gonna hope he gets shelled. He turned his back on the whack pack. I know. He turned Hollywood due to Beth. Yes, these are all true comments from the peanut gallery here. And welcome in. Thank you very much. He turned his back on Ralph too. Now dead. No health insurance. What do we think was going on? I know that's a big Reddit topic. Like, what were they going to get out of the Ralph's house? And at 4 a.m. Yeah, I mean, there must have been some skeletons buried in that place, right? I don't know. What do you think? You're a Brad Whackpacker. That's yes, you are there, Lance. Once again, thank you if you are joining. I see more people coming in. I love the interactivity, and this is kind of what we do. I just sort of free form. I give some topics. I do have some things I want to talk about, but I let the commenters kind of guide me in a direction to go left or go right. And we talk about stuff that's on this channel. I mentioned that I interviewed Stuttering John almost 5-6 years ago now. And I'll be reposting that interview soon. But is there anybody? I mean, who else? I haven't really requested anyone in a long time because it's, yes, it is. Thank you, Stevie. I did have Brent on a long time ago. I don't know what's going on with him. It was Richie Wilson was the one I was hoping to get on here. And he, I guess he did some podcasts before and then must have said some stuff on those podcasts that he didn't want out there. So he is not interested in being part of this podcast. And then I didn't even realize he's married to Rachel. Is that true? I don't know. But yes. What were we talking about? See, this is what happens. I was talking about something. Oh, we were looking at the Reddit. I thought I had some other topics today. I was talking about this, and I'll get into it now if you're interested in it. Oh, did you guys see the whale poop at SeaWorld? I may have to, let me see if I can find that video. I'm going to find that video real quick. Hold your horses. I thought this was pretty interesting. I don't have it anymore. Damn it. I'm going to show it, though, because I've got time to waste. Did you see this, though? The whale takes a shit, and then it... well, I'll just show the video. Yeah, we'll just show the video. Let's see. Hold on. Okay, here we go. Oh, ooh, what is that? What did that whale just do? Well, thank God it's in that. Thank God it's in that big. Oh no! Oh, front row! Oh, goodness gracious! Wow, that was gross. Let's watch it one more time, shall we? Well, let's watch it one more time. All right. I like this. The whale's going through and oh! The kid's like, I think he just pooped his pants. The old 1-2 punch becomes. Gosh, that's gross. That's gross. Yeah, it happens for sure. All right, hold on, everybody. I got this guy here. We gotta. All right, sorry about that. We'll edit this out. We'll edit it all out. All right, so let me see here. What did I miss? Nothing. Okay, while I was showing that, but yeah, that was one of my favorite videos of the week. Once again, if you're just joining, Super Chat's available. I'm watching over here. The Menendez brothers are getting out of jail or getting a new sentence, I guess. I don't even know what this means. Must be something. But again, Super Chats, super thanks. And you can take a look in the description for all the stuff that I've done. If you're looking for things on this channel, it's big fun that we have here. But yeah, whale poop. That was something I wanted to make sure I got into today. I also wanted to talk some music here. Oh, I got Wendy the Slow Adult. And Richard Christie, so the two people with the same amount of brain power are emailing me. Sorry, Richard. I appreciate Richard emailing me. But Wendy still needs $500 for a new PC. We're gonna have Wendy here on the program one day once she gets a new PC. But right now she has a PC. She needs money for a PC. I'm not sure if I should give out her her name. But here's the email. Let's just see if I can. This is her telling me she needs. That's Wendy. Yes, I can't even read that. Can you read that? Yeah, that's from Wendy. And then Richard is excited to tell me. Let me see what he wrote. This was just a couple days ago. He's excited about the. Well, he's excited. There's Sparky. You hear Sparky? He's excited about Haunted House season. So, you guys doing any early voting? You know, we got early voting here for the first time in St. Louis. And it's packed. It's like everybody's all in line. Everybody will be voted by the time election day comes. We've got this Prop 2 here, sports gambling. I have to vote for that. Should I have the microphone in the shot? What do you think, Lance? Do you like that? Does that look, or is that? Let me think. Here, is this like too Larry King-ish? Is it too? I don't know. I can't tell. You like it. Okay, Lance likes it, so that's all that matters. Hello. Cleveland, Ohio, hello. See, that's all I'm going to do now in the next 15 minutes. I'm just going to do my Larry King. You dig it? Okay. Does it need to come up higher? Should I put it up higher? So, no, maybe not. Then it's too high. This is a live channel. You know what I was going to talk about next is I was watching YouTube. Here, right here on the YouTube, where you're watching this. That's crazy. I'm on the place of things that anyway. And I was watching concerts. I love watching concerts. I love seeing the people, old concerts, new concerts, Foo Fighters from the day, blah, blah, blah. I get down this Phil Collins hole, and I see Phil Collins is like, got a whole full sold out show in 1987 in London. I'm like, oh, well, he's in London. That's his hometown. All right. Well, then I look and he's playing live in Giant Stadium in New York. I'm like, how the hell is it? And then he had a live show in Philadelphia, and then a stadium show in Philadelphia, a stadium show in Washington, D.C. And it got me thinking, who the fuck was going to Phil Collins? How was there 75,000 people going to see Phil Collins? What was their age group? What was the demographic? Who were they? Now, see, I was, well, again, 87. I was 12. No, not even. I was 10, 9, whatever. However old you think I am. And I enjoyed Susu Studio as a kid. I liked the trumpets. Yeah, it's fun, right? I'm sure there was some old. I like the songs on the radio. I'm not seeing Phil Collins live. I'm like, who were the people going to see Phil Collins live? I don't know. We'll take your call. We'll take your calls. Welcome to Tradio. Well, that topic died, Lance. What else we got? What else you want to know? You ever seen my Vince Coleman interview? Go back and check out my Vince Coleman interview. I put in the drunken Vince Coleman when he's on Channel 5 with Art Holiday. And he's like, we got an all-star at every position. Jack Clark, Tommy Hurd, Tony Pena, Willie McGee, Ozzie Smith. Anyway. Oh, goodness gracious. You know what I get for dinner tonight? I get Chick-fil-A. And I'm excited about that. I love a good Chick-fil-A sandwich. I really do. But I really like their shake. Oh my gosh, dang it. You want to talk Yankees, Dodgers? Okay. What do you want to talk about? Let's go position by position. No, I don't want to do that. I have a bad feeling the Dodgers are better than the Yankees. I do. I don't know why. Although, yeah, I do. I think the Dodgers are better than the Yankees. This Dodger bullpen, I mean, they got 15 freaking great arms, and they just roll them out left and right. I don't know how you can keep bullpenning every game, and I don't know how you can win a World Series with 1.5 starting pitchers. But yeah, I'll take this question, Anton. I like this. I don't dip. Sorry, I don't dip. But Skull sounds good to me. I think Skull is is what people are into these days. I don't know. But thank you, Anton, for joining and asking a question that I can't answer. But the group might be, that's why we're here. The group can answer these questions if they're into that. Anything new coming up? Ian says, well, I've got a few irons in the fire. Thanks for asking. But nothing's for sure. Also, I don't know who else to ask. I had an idea today of someone I thought I'd reach out to again. You're getting ads. Well, that's good, Lance. That means we're getting paid today, Lance. Yes, I did turn on the ads, so hopefully that doesn't keep you from staying here. I know some people hate the ads. I bought YouTube Premium. I did. I love YouTube Premium. Back to your question, Ian. Who would you like to see? Who would you like to see that I haven't had? I feel like I've had everyone I could possibly have. Like I said, I even reached out to Richard Christie to see if he could come on. But let me know who you're thinking. Hello there. I always forget how to say your name. Atto. I know that you've been here many, many times. Kodiak is the best chew or red man. You guys smoke cigars. Yeah, I'm not into that either. I don't know why. It does nothing for me. I like beer. I like whiskey, wine. Yeah, I have a few people that I reached out to in the summer. But yeah, I told Lance and others here who come here many times, and Ton, that I've sort of run out of, I've done this for 5 years, interviewing ex-Stern people. Felt like the ship had sailed, and I'm trying to figure out what to do next with the channel. Like, that's really and so the live thing is sort of keeping it alive and well. I sort of just stopped in August, September, as I had a lot of stuff going on. But this lets me just sort of talk to you. We can do this, maybe make a little money on the side. There is super chat and super thanks. And you can just click that button, click, and say thanks, Brad. This day in music, you still like that? I can do that. I thought people got sick of that. That's when I always see people like dip. I don't even think I have that open anymore, but I'll take a look. Let's see. This day in music is being asked for. Doobie doobie doo. Da 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 da. You know what I've been watching a lot of, by the way? Don't sing? All right. A lot of the hello, Leopold. Keep the mix of sports, music, and Stern. Okay. Thank you. I will do. You know, they always say on YouTube you have to be niched. You have to be completely niched. God, every 5 seconds with these political texts. This is pissing me off, I have to say. Why do I keep getting them? Say music we were talking about. And this day, I had those. Where did those go? I'm sort of autistic, so I think I continue to. You know whose channel is good, by the way? If we're gonna talk music, you guys ever watch Todd in the Shadows? He does a one-hit. He does a one-hit wonder, and it does a lot of good stuff, I gotta say. Hold, please. I'm looking. You know, Weezer's album came out. So watching a lot of Beach Boys stuff is what I was going to tell you. Why don't I have those tabs open? See, this is what happened. I think I got rid of all my tabs. All right, so coming up next time, because you asked, Lance, we'll do a little this date in music, this date in television, this date in sports. Don't sing. I see. All right. So we talked about Phil Collins a little bit. So yeah, I've been watching this Beach Boys documentary, and it's interesting to me that the Beach Boys, they had this really incredible quick run, and these songs are just great throughout. And then Brian Wilson turned to drugs, and it was over. Like, how long could they have gone through? I mean, it's so funny how the music kind of, I don't know. Anyway, Brian Wilson and Michael Love started suing each other. I don't know. I'm just spitballing what I saw in this documentary about the Beach Boys. So I'm not excited about the Yankees and Dodgers. We talked about that. I have my baseball cards here. I always like just pull out the baseball card. We got Gary Ward there. We got Gary Ward. Gary Ward is pensive. He's thinking about a hit. Well, how am I going to hit today? I'm going to hit it to left field. I love that mustache, by the way. That Fleer 86. What year is that? This guy, it looks like he might be on a list somewhere, right? Jeff Calhoun. I remember him. He's a little lefty. But yeah, I don't trust him so much. I got to be honest. I like this guy. This guy, when I was a kid, I wasn't left-handed, but I wanted to be. And Don Carmen, he'd put his anyway. That's some baseball card time. Oh, we got the Penguin too. It's a Penguin. Ron Say. This is like peak WGN Cubs viewing. For all, a great show from Australia, Mr. In Between. But prior, watch the movie Magician first. Just my opinion. You know what it makes me think of there when you said Magician? I thought you were talking about Michigan, and I watched the Connor Stallions documentary, Untold. I didn't even know this was out yet. Netflix has a bunch of stuff out right now, and the Connor Stallions Untold was pretty good. I do like how they try to make you feel bad for him. You were stealing signs. You know what you're doing. But it does bring up the point. Doesn't this happen all the time? It happens all the time. But it's good. I thought it was interesting. The Netflix folks doing a good job over there. I'm looking forward, I think, to the Red Sox documentary. There's one on the 2004 team, which, oh, God, those bastards beat the Cardinals. You know, I went to that. Would you like to hear my 2004 Cardinals story? All right. It's my channel. I'm going to tell you about it. And it's 20 years ago. Probably right around now. So this is peak going out, having tons of alcohol and getting tickets to every game, and also had press passes, and I was going to Cardinals playoff games, and I wasn't really working. I mean, I worked at Fox Sports Midwest at that point, but I didn't have to work on the games, so I was sort of freelancing. It was great. Cardinals beat the Astros in Game 7, and we're just smashed outside of patios, and we're getting drunk. And But 2 a.m, me and my buddy, I get home, my buddy gets home, he's like, you want to go to Boston? Let's look at flights. We started looking at flights. I think it was like during the Priceline days. I don't even know if Pricelines is still the thing. But like a flight to Boston was like $89 on a Saturday morning. So we flew to Boston. We went to see the Cardinals and the Red Sox play in Boston for Game 1 and Game 2. We thought we had press passes. We didn't know. I mean, we thought we did. But we get there, and they're like, oh, Sports Talk. That was the name of the show. Sports Talk? I don't know. And by the way, I hadn't done Sports Talk in like 4 years, but I was still getting passes, which was funny. That was my favorite thing, is I was getting press passes in a show I wasn't even doing. They're like, oh, yeah, no. And then one old woman goes, I think I saw it over there by the magazines. And so she pulls up, and there's our pass. I'm like, hey, we thought we'll go. If we get past, I wasn't sure if I was getting passes. This was the World Series. This is the first time I was going to go to the World Series. But I went, and we saw 2 losses. But I met Howard Lederer. Do you have the Bill Ripken fuckface era card? I do not. I do not have that. But since you're asking about baseball cards, I did something for the first time, and I'm going to show it to you right now. I need to get this still. A friend of mine does like a full... I don't know, he sends them off to the place. PSA, you guys do PSA? Anybody? I mean, I'm just talking baseball cards, right? I do have this Ken Griffey card, and it's rated an 8. And an 8's pretty good, right? That's my card. I want to sell it. What do you guys want to buy it for? Anybody want to buy that? That's my card right there, my Ken Griffey. It's got an 8. Near mint, I believe is what they say. So no, I don't have the fuckface card, and I've been in many situations next to Billy Ripken to talk to him about this. I'm just too scared. He's a big man. Billy Ripken's a big man. He has a big head, big giant head. Here, Sparky. Here, do you want me to call for Sparky? Sparky. He usually barks on command. Sparky, of course, my former co-host. And by the way, thank you for just joining us. If you're just coming here for the first time, thank you. This is what we do. I look at comments. I see what people are saying. I ask, go ahead, hit the super chat button. Just click it. That'll make this all worthwhile for the day. But we talk sports, music, a little bit of politics, a little bit of Stern. Just a little guy talk. Do it however many times a week. Maybe once, maybe twice. We're going to start trying to do it more regularly. And then I post it for people to watch later so you can see. Hey, Brad, what are your hobbies? Are you trying to get... Lance, what are you trying to do here? You're just wondering. What do I do for fun? On my old on my old dating profiles, which I had a long time, longer than I really thought I'd have a dating profile. Luckily, I met the beautiful, beautiful lady who lives upstairs. I like being on the water. I like boating. I like patios. I like sitting outside and drinking. I like going to baseball games. I like being outside. Not motorcycles. Maybe a little hiking. I don't call it hiking. I like walking around a mountain. Do you think Stuttering John's genital warts are still active? Hi, Jacob. I don't know. It's a good question, but I'm not sure about that. Again, I'll be adding my Stuttering John interview here this weekend. If you haven't heard it, I know it's kind of hard to find. I started realizing, man, I've done a lot of material here. But again, I think earlier on, Ian was like, "What do you got going on next?" I'm always interested. Who do you want to see on this? What do you want to see on the channel? What do you want me to do here? I'm always all ears. I've run out of ideas like this. What is this? I have my notebook here. Why do I have this? This is my notebook from college. And I kept this. Do you guys keep this kind of shit? This is my notebook from college. It's my ethics class from 1997. And I still have the notes. What am I doing? Oh, well, that doesn't matter. Does that matter? It's kind of cool. This is all the passes I got to Cardinal games in July of 97 or whatever. Anyway. What is your favorite Stuttering John's band's deep cut? I remember that he had a band. I don't have a favorite. They're all my favorite. What about you, Jacob? What's your favorite Stuttering John song? What's your favorite Losers song? I liked Hurdy Gurdy. I'm going to answer my own question. I did like, you know what I liked? I think my favorite. It's always about the story too, but the Bang a Gong, Get It On, when they did that. That's when I think they kicked Scott out of the band during that one. Hurdy Gurdy, man. Spirit in the Sky. I go to the place, I go to the place, I go to the place. Hey, then that sounded like shit, but it was interesting the way they reworked it. We're taking your calls on your favorite songs by the Losers, the Howard Stern Band. So it's Thursday, a big Friday coming up, then a Saturday, and then a Sunday. We were talking about this earlier, as the weather has been wonderful here in St. Louis. I look forward to another one. But I come here and I take a look at your questions, and we discuss things. I talk with, I get a few topics here off my phone. I think I've already gone through all my topics. Next time I'll be more, I'll be more ready to do this. Yes, let's see. Wipeout on the Magic Show. Was it Dan the Farter? Was he the guy who played the solo? I love John ad-libbing lyrics off the cuff. He's a genius. Is it Jacob? Are you stuttering, John? I'm starting to wonder. I am starting to wonder about this. This is funny too. My wife must know. She texts incessantly when I'm doing these live. She loves it. That's fine. We're trying to get some dinner together. Guys, the fat guy's getting hungry here. Gagia. Trying to think, Stuttering John, was there a favorite moment of the Stuttering? I love when they fight. I love when Robin and him fought. When he went to he turned down the Heineken trip, so that then Robin had to go, and Robin's like, I don't want to go. I'm doing it for the station, and they got in a big fight. That was my favorite Stuttering John moment, I think. There's plenty though. He had a lot of moments there. Yeah, I got another text. Hold on. See, Sparky's barking. He's ready for food. We're all ready for food here. We're all excited about the food. All right. A couple more minutes left here. I'm just looking to see how long we've gone. We covered the Dodgers-Yankees a little bit. I guess we'll come back next week and we'll talk about the World Series. They'll be in Game 3. It is funny that they're so afraid of the NFL, they will not play a game on Sunday. So they'll play on Friday and Saturday. They've been off for 4 days. It's like you had this good momentum going, and now does anybody really care? Anybody really care about the World? I don't know. Do you care about the World Series? 38 minutes. Leave him wanting more. Lance is sort of my, He's my I don't know what I advisor. I'll call you my advisor. And I like to think what he says is smart. I do think leaving them wanting more is a good idea, but I also see more people popping in, and you never know when you might make one fan, Lance. One producer, thanks, Lance. You are a producer. You know that's what I am by trade. I am a producer by trade. One day I'll have to tell you the story about how I became no longer a producer at Fox, and it's a fun story. We'll save that. Make sure you remember to ask me about that, Lance. I listen to Rizzuto all the time, Anthony. I am now a weirdo. I got to be honest. I liked him. I enjoyed Rizzuto, but I also liked a little more sports in my morning and just more guy talk, whatever. But now I'm a Riz evangelist. I listen to the whole show all day because one, there's nothing else, but two, it is really good, and I think I would fit. I think Riz and I are very similar. I like using that word incorrectly. There's a guy here in town who's been on radio for 50 years, and he still says, I think the Cardinals are better similar to the Cubs. And he's like, that's not how the word's supposed to be said. I'm planning on staring at my poo for the next 45 minutes. I do that a lot. We got the dog. We put him out on these pads, and God, his poo stinks. Oh, he pooped in the dining room the other day. But yes, I listen to Riz. So I'm a big fan. Anthony, I guess you are too. Are you from St. Louis? Welcome to the chat. And I will leave you wanting more. So we'll be back. Maybe we'll try this Monday or Tuesday next week. I don't know. Just keep an eye out. Set those notifications. I will do this again. We will talk some more. I'll get some topics for you guys, and then tell you maybe I'll set up some new interviews. We're gonna have some big fun. But I appreciate everybody coming by. We'll build this up again. We were having remember Lance? We had 45, 50 people. Aunt Cindy was here. Ross Dog Spirit. We have King Doopy. So we'll continue doing this. I think we're in a good space now. And bye for now.